welcome. Yeah, I don't know if this is going to come out well because it's dark, but oh well. Something different. But yeah, just loaded somewhere near Telford and now on my way to my delivery. But that's not the point of today's video. The point of today's video is the CPC, because I've just done a couple. I've done two back-to-back last week, because I haven't done any for about 3 years since I've left the supermarket industry. So I thought it's probably a good idea that I go and do that, because my time is running out, although it's longer than 5 years off, because they issued my card quite early on last time, so I ended up with a 7-year CPC, and I've used 3 years of that, so I've got another 4 to go. So no rush just yet, but no time like the present as well. Just got to go out the weird entrance exit thing, so I've blocked that entrance off for some reason. I've no idea why. But oh well. Just hopefully someone pays attention. When you're ready. Hey, there we go. Right, seatbelt into gear, off we go. Yeah, don't ask me why they make you come out at the entrance bit rather than use the exit one. No idea. They've blocked it off and you can't do anything with it, but yeah, anyway. On to today's subject, the CPC, and how, even though it's been around for however many years now, when did it officially kick off? 2009, I think. 8, 9 was it? So almost a decade it's been around now, and it's still very, very badly flawed. And there are many, many areas of improvement. Don't think I want that way. Must be this way. Yes. 442. Good. Yeah, because I've just done 2 CPC classes back-to-back last week outside of the supermarket, outside the world of the supermarkets. So that meant using third-party suppliers, which was about £80 a pop, and I'm not sure if it was really worth that much money, but that seems to be the general going rate amongst all the companies that provide it. One flaw that still exists and has existed since day one, and is quite ridiculous really, is hello, what's going on back there? I think that's just my drinks bottle. Yeah. Is that you can do the exact same class over and over again, which just kind of completely defeats the object of it, because you're supposed to be learning. But whether you actually do or not is another thing entirely as well. But the first class that I went to, there was a guy there who was doing that exact same class again for his second time. So he was trying to smash out all 5 of the training cycles pretty quickly. And so we done the exact same class 2 times in 1 week. Which seems kind of stupid and weird, but the system lets you do that. It's always let you do that, and it doesn't really show any signs of not letting you do that. Although how you're supposed to police something like that, I wouldn't even know, unless there'd have to be some sort of complicated system, like each course has its own ID, then if the IDs match up, you've obviously done the same class twice. And then that's what would invalidate that class, or that 7 hours of CPC, and no longer make it valid. But yeah, that's one of the various flaws of the system. Another flaw that was particularly noticeable, although I didn't really mind it because it was beneficial, was the first one I done. The company was bending the rules slightly, because it's supposed to be a 7-hour class plus an hour's break, so it's supposed to be 8 hours overall, and the paperwork said to turn up at 8 in the morning. I got there at 8 in the morning, and then the guy said, oh no, actually we weren't really supposed to get here until 9 o'clock. And then done the class, blah blah blah, and then it ended up finishing at 3. But the paperwork that we done to sign, say we done the class, said it went from 7 o'clock in the morning till 3 in the afternoon. So the paperwork made it look like we were there for the correct amount of time, but in reality we were not. And yeah, we could have turned up even later than what we did, but paperwork told us to turn up at 8. But even then, we were later than the official start time according to the paperwork, which was no good. Now, the third flaw that stuck out in my mind is that this is supposed to be periodic training, as the name would suggest. So therefore, you're there to learn stuff. But you can only learn as much as it teaches you. And I found that in the second class, even though it was, as far as, or in my opinion, anyway, it was conducted much better, and it seemed more professional, but the information they were giving was wrong in some of its occasions. There's a couple, 3 or 4 I think, but 2 that stick out in my mind because I definitely know that they were wrong. The first one was to do with the 45-minute breaks. And they said in the class that you can have a 45-minute break and it can be split up into 2 parts, 15 minutes and then a 30-minute, which is, yes, correct, you can do that. But then they went on to say that if you you have another 45-minute break after that, it has to be done in one single block, which I've never read anything about it having to be done that way, and I don't think I've done it that way. I'm not sure on the trucks, but definitely on the coaches, because all you ever do is 15 minutes and 30 minutes, because you have to stop every 2.5 hours to let the passengers stretch their legs and that, because they can't do the 4.5 hours without stopping, which is what I prefer, but you have to stop for the passengers. So everywhere we go, every stop we're doing, it's always a 15-minute and a 30-minute break. So the bit about your second break having to be 45 minutes is a load of rubbish, as far as I'm concerned. Another rule that they said was wrong was on double manning, and they said that the first guy can start his shift and then the second guy has to turn up within 30 minutes of the first guy starting. Had I not done double manning towards the end of the coach season down at Oktoberfest, I would have had no idea really whether that was true or not, because I wasn't really familiar with the double manning rules that much, because it's not something I particularly do in my everyday work, but I needed to do it there, so I had to look through the rule book, learnt about it all, and learnt up all the codes and rules and whatnot for double manning. And double manning is actually the second guy can turn up 1 hour after the first guy starts. So, and then I can't remember what the other ones were, but I'm sure there was a third, possibly a fourth one after that in the second class that I done. So the system, despite being 10 years old now, or almost 10 years old, still has a lot of flaws in it, which make it look not very professional. Has a tendency, or I mean, there's not much of a reason to take it seriously if there's stuff in it that you know that's wrong, and then they're not being conducted in the best of manners, shall we say, not very professionally, and then you can abuse the system left, right and centre and do the same course over and over again. Yeah, it's got a lot to live up to, and I'm still not totally convinced. Then having to pay £80 a pop, so £80 times 5, 400 quid, just so that I can carry on driving every 5 years for something that just doesn't work properly. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff needs fixing, whether they will or not, I don't know, but what does everyone else think? Yeah, if anyone's used a third-party CPC trainer, do you think it's the same sort of thing, or are you in a company where they do it? Because when I was at Waitress, they done it by the book, done it properly. Obviously, I didn't have to pay them because I was part of the company, so they picked up the tab for that. So yeah, in-house, It's a lot more professional, it's conducted a lot better, they actually get their information right, and it doesn't cost you, the driver, anything. Third parties have a lot to live up to. I know that they're supposed to get inspections and whatnot, but how often that's done and to what standard is another question for someone else who knows the answer to that. But yeah, what's everyone's experiences in-house and third party? Let us all know, let everybody know. It's good, bad, indifferent, or otherwise, who knows. But yeah, I think that'll be it for this video. There's no lights on this motorway, so everything's in darkness. Hello, can you see me? Just about. So yeah, until next time, see you then.